Today we're going to talk about the Red Dot International Design Prize that was founded in Germany in 1955 and whose goal was to distinguish object that has had an impact on industrial design, ranging from kitchen appliances to cars to even manufacturing machines. So a rather large spectrum, but all well rooted in the German Bauhaus tradition. This year, and for the first time, watches had their own category, recognizing once again that watchmaking is an art of its own. Brands have to submit their watches, so the ones that do, they know that the design dimension of their timepieces has really something special. This limits by definition the number of participating brands. And let's meet this year's best of the best winner, MB&F, with the very audacious HM6, what it actually means for them.
It was a huge surprise, honestly. Again, I did not feel we had good chances to win anything, so very big surprise. It means in the end quite a lot to us because, you know, we have a rather selfish approach when we approach our timepieces. We always say that we make these timepieces for ourselves, first and foremost. We make timepieces we believe in, and we don't really consider any market trends, consumer focus groups or whatever. So all of a sudden, when out of the hat, you know, someone pulls out a prize and does recognize what you were trying to do, that's obviously a very nice feeling. Yes, they understood that before developing, you know, the movement and so on, there's a concept, there's a story, there's an inspiration, in this case, yeah, the Japanese manga story and so on, and they got that, they understood it. We're not alone. Obviously, when you're talking, you know, specific watchmaking, high-end watchmaking, you're talking to a small group of people. When you talk design and you talk the Red Dot Design Award, you're addressing a much larger group of people. Definitely, this has opened a few eyes. People who may not have considered watchmaking as an interesting design field and who maybe do so now.
There was a second winner in this year's Best of the Best category, and it was the Apple iWatch, so a very different interpretation of watchmaking.
It's obviously David and Goliath. Huh? I mean, it's amusing to see little old MB&F, you know, 300 watches a year, less than 300 watches a year, compared, or let's say on the same level, best of the best, with the Apple Watch, of course. And the collectors who follow us, who support us by buying our products, our timepieces, those are courageous choices. You need to be a little brave to put an HM6 on your wrist, and not everyone will understand you when you do that. You might even get some criticism, and some pretty negative criticism from people around you. So I think even for those collectors, to see all of a sudden that their brave choices can be recognized by people, professionals, design professionals around the world, that's a very reassuring, comforting move.
This is the actual award that MB&F won this year, and personally I don't really know where the design dimension of this object is. Nevertheless, this Red Dot Award is something very interesting, and there's been so many objects that have won and gone through this process that they've established a museum reassembling all those fantastic objects, and I invite you obviously to go and see it or check it out on internet. All the best.